The taste of words, the color of sound. Can words be tasted on the tongue? Can sounds be seen as colored shapes? Such questions are not hypothetical, nor are they psychedelic hallucinations. They refer to a well documented neurological condition called synesthesia, in which the senses of taste and sight and sound synthesize and intermingle to form a new sense or senses, which are a combination of two separate anatomical perceptions. Medical science does not generally deem synesthesia to be an aberration needing treatment or corrective therapy, but describes it as a consistent and spontaneous neutral reaction to external stimuli by which two senses are simultaneously invoked. It is the very rare case of lexical gustatory synthesia. Sounds or words can stimulate the sense of taste, so that the auditory is imbued with flavor. The ear can invoke the edible. The common form of synesthesia is chromesthesia, in which sounds assume color and can be visualized in chromatic arrangements of shape and elaborate patterns. Far from being a disability, synesthesia is both kind of often associated with increased memory, creativity, and linguistic skills. Was Marcel Proust an undiagnosed synesthetist who wrote his 7-volume, 4,215-word monumental novel, Remembrance of Things Past, considered one of the greatest landmarks of world literature? Inspired by the recollection of taste of Melanin K. Keaton in his childhood. None of Proust's several biographers has made such a connection, but recorded synesthetes include vastly different musicians and composers, like Duke Ellington, Franz Liszt, and Jean Sibelius. Writers and poets like Vladimir Nabokov and Arthur Rimbaud, and painters such as Vincent van Gogh. Such creative geniuses, and many others similar to them, who in intention history has ignored or overlooked, have experienced the everyday commonplace world in ways that are unique. They can see sounds as colors, they can see the texture of words. What Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception, the title of his book 1954, in which he narrates his experience under the influence of mescaline, are widened when consciousness is enhanced by the use of hallucinations, as in Huxley's case, and through mental discipline like meditation or by simply occurring neurological conditions such as synesthesia. Could some of these singularly enabled individuals, whom we refer to as mystic or sages or seers, people who literally see the world differently from us, be synesthetes or be endowed with some other alternative form of sense perception? The Buddha is said to have attained enlightenment when sitting beneath the Bodhi tree, the fig-like fruit of which is rich in serotonin, a transmitter that can alter the way we think and feel. Was the Buddha a synesthete? Consciousness derives from the message that nerve cells called neurons pass to each other through infinitely tiny points of communication called synapses. There are estimated to be 86 billion and 800 billion neurons in a human brain. Each neuron has hundreds and thousands of synapses, making for an assumed of 15 trillion conduits of neuron messages. The minutest of changes in this infinitely complex neurological system can lead to an unimaginable difference in the way we perceive the world. Is this single thought of the limitlessness that lives inside of us that can provide all of us with a sixth sense, the sense of wonder?